Mason.
Dad.
Mason, I've never known you to be at a loss for words.
I mean, the doctor said that you were improving. But this is incredible. Well, I mean... Well, what I'm trying to say is, I'm happy, Dad. Very happy. If I'd known this, I would have invited you to dinner. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm 10 years old? I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't want anything from you, Mason.
Nick, listen to me.
Maybe we should just leave you two guys alone.
Well, the whole family's out there. I'll call them in.
No, not yet. All in good time, Mason. All in good time.
I can't believe this. A few hours ago, you were lying upstairs. Now this, it's a miracle.
Obviously. I have interrupted a celebration.
Well, that's right. I'd like you to join me in a toast, Dad. I've finally done it. Page right out of your book. I took a risk. I gambled big and I won.
Won what?
Meet the new chief operating officer of Capwell Enterprises. See, you're in no rush to congratulate me.
Hardly.
And let me drink a toast to you, Dad. And to the one thing that's obviously kept you alive all these months. Revenge.
It's all right.
Well, I must say I'm impressed, Dad. You played the comatose patient to perfection. An award-winning performance.
Thank you. I can see that your guests have deserted you, Mason.
I'm glad for this time alone. You know, I actually prayed for you to recover. Can you imagine that? Mason Capwell calling on the Lord. I wonder why he listened. Just how long have you been well?
Not long. It started slowly. Just a little numbness in my legs and arms.
You never let on. Not even to Kelly and Eden.
Didn't need them. I could feel my strength returning. I knew it was a matter of time before I was completely recovered.
You couldn't stand being dependent on us, could you?
Mason, no man sees himself as an invalid. But I'd lie up there dreaming of the moment I'd come back to this family. But on my terms.
You were sick. Did you really think we wouldn't help you?
I didn't want your help.
I'm sorry for what I did, Dad. I never should have told you about Channing. Or Sophia and Lionel.
Mason, please don't tell me you have developed a conscience.
No. No, of course not. I wanted to hurt you. I wanted you to feel what it's like to have the people you love hurt you. I never wanted you to die. I am curious about one thing. How you got down here. I posted a guard. He should have called me.
You didn't think, for 1 minute, I'd allow myself to be kept a prisoner in my own home. You should recover momentarily.
Oh, no, you're here. I missed your entrance. Surprised?
You don't seem to be.
I'm just awfully disappointed. I mean, I would have given anything to see the look on your face when Cece came and crashed your little party.
Ah. The extra place setting. You knew all along. What was your role? The dutiful wife locked away in your room, ironing his tuxedo? Why is it that you trusted her and not anyone else?
I didn't trust her, Mason. I just chose to use her. I had a stroke, Mason, not a lobotomy. Now I think I'd like to see my family. Are they in the atrium?
Yes.
Leave it.
Eden. I was afraid she'd take off. I'm going after her.
Hello, son.
Deb. My God. Miracle. I can't believe this. I mean, this is the most wonderful thing. Mom.
Hi, honey. I heard you say a miracle. We have a miracle in this house.
Yeah, I want you to prepare yourself.
Okay, what's wrong, Ted? What's happened?
No. This is good. This is wonderful. Come here.
Cece.
What's wrong?
Just looking at the fire.
I'm glad we let it happen.
Me too. I wanted you so badly tonight.
I wanted you too. I love you.
Santana, it's...
I know, you don't have to say anything. I know where your mind was.
I'm trying to forget her.
Don't worry, I know.
You know, if I were you, I mean, don't you think you deserve a man who wants only you?
How can I be angry with a man who doesn't forget so easily? You're a man who loves deeply. Now that's something very special. That's what makes you different than the others.
Maybe they should canonize me, right?
I'm not talking about sainthood. I'm talking about you. You're just a man. A very special man.
I'm a crazy man. I'm sitting here undressed with the woman I just made love to me, and all I can think about are old ghosts.
It's all right.
Maybe it is. I gotta tell you, I've always thought highly of you. But until lately, I never realized just how fine a person you are.
You forgot to mention warm and generous and understanding.
And sexy.
Mm.
And sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And very wise.
Wise? No. No. Any sane person would think I'm crazy for being here with you. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Well, I figured that only someone who's been hurt could have treated my pain as gently as you have.
I don't want you to feel badly about tonight. Hey, Since this is the first meeting of our Mutual Admiration Society, there was one other admirable quality that you forgot to mention.
And what's that?
And that's that I'm insightful. Yeah, you see, I could look at something and just take it for what it is. Like tonight. I know that there are so many different types of love. I don't expect you to have the same feeling for me that you had for Eden. I needed someone tonight to be warm and close to me. And I got that warmth from you, a very special friend. But tonight, I call that love. Yeah.
Come here.
You're here. You're here.
I can't stop looking at you. I don't believe it.
I startled you, didn't I?
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
I understand you're still staying in the guest house.
Of course I am. Of course I am. I wouldn't leave when you were so ill.
Oh, my beautiful Sophia. As soft as exciting as ever.
And look at you. Look at you. Look, we have you back. You're so strong. You're still the handsomest man that I've ever seen.
I remember the first time you said that to me.
Yes.
We'll talk. Soon. Ted, where are my daughters?
Eden went out. Mom, Kelly was with you.
Well, would you find them, please? Make some calls. I want to see them now. I want to see Kelly and Eden right now.
Yeah, I'll find them.
Yeah. Thanks for the invitation, but I'm going to call it a night.
Into the Valley of Death rode the 600.
I'm just going to go up and check on your father, and then I'll be right...
Mary, I'm sorry.
Mr. Cap,
Are you all right?
you're well.
I'm fine. But I'm worried about my jailer, so why don't you check the guard, because I'm afraid I had to knock him out.
I'll handle the lawsuit.
Yes, I will.
Mary,
Thank
please
you.
check the guard.
Or, yes, I will. Mr. Capwell, you should have called for me.
Mary, as you'll find out soon enough, I like to do things for myself.
I couldn't catch up with
Oh, good. More fun.
Eden.
You are not seeing things, young man. I am C.C. Capwell.
Kirk Cranston, sir. Oh, this is unbelievable.
I'm quite real. Probably too real for some. Why don't we get started?
Judgment Day.
It seems like I've walked in on Mason's coup of Capwell Enterprises. All votes and all contracts are now considered null and void.
That merger will bring in millions.
Perhaps, Mason. But you have got the authority. And at the present moment, you are obviously not the president of Capwell Enterprises.
Sir,
No one is to sign any documents or make any policy decisions for any reason except me. Is that understood?
Well, if that's it, I have an appointment.
And
with Terry.
everybody will stay right here. I want to see you all, one at a time.
Maybe you should wait till you're a little stronger.
Mr. Capwell, he's fine. The guard's just fine.
Good, Mary, good. Then you can just help me to my room now. And please, call me CC.
All right.
I'll give you a hand,
It
Dad.
is not necessary, Mason.
Dad, aren't you forgetting something? Somebody tried to kill you. How long have you been conscious? Do you know who tried to turn off your life support?
I am going to my room. I will see all of you soon.
Dad,
Mason, I don't think this is the
I
time.
disagree.
my God. The man. He's...
Alive and kicking butt.
I've got to find Eden. Sophia, do you have any idea where I could find her?
I don't know. Try the Orient Express.
Right, yeah, I'll call. I'll be in the study.
And Ted, we've got to find Kelly, too.
Well, I've been trying. I'll try some more.
And I think I should call the police. Unless you'd rather handle that, Gina.
Why call them?
Well, why else? To let them know he's up and among us. They'll want to question him to see if he knows who tried to kill him. We do all want to know that, don't we?
Hello?
Cruz,
What's up, Mason?
my father.
What?
Cruz, it seems my father has made a remarkable recovery.
Cece's better?
Is he awake?
He's up and walking. He's even been downstairs.
I don't believe it.
I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't seen it. I think you should come over. Maybe we can finally get some answers.
You think he's up to it?
I think he's ready for anything.
I'll be right there.
Good. I'll see you soon.
Cece's recovered?
He's walking around. I'm gonna get over there.
Are you going to question him?
Yeah, maybe he'll be able to tell me who pulled the plug.
Well, this could clear Eden.
Yes, I think it will clear Eden.
What if it doesn't?
Well, I don't know about that. Right now, I just want to get the truth.
Thanks for coming, Cruz.
No problem. Where's Eden? Is she with her father?
No, she's not here. She doesn't even know Cece's well.
No one's told her?
We couldn't. We don't know where she is. Kirk went to find her.
His car is still in the driveway.
Really?
Cruz, do you think you can question my father now?
I suppose, if he feels like it.
Well, I don't think it's a very good time. We don't want to overtire him.
Well, don't worry, Mom. He's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'll go on up.
Not yet. Kelly's in there. I think she needs some time alone with him.
Well, I made some more calls. It just seemed a waste of time to be running around town. I think she'll call as soon as she calms down.
So you're just going to sit around here and wait, huh, Kirk?
What choice do I have? No one knows where she is.
Hello? No, Cece, Eden is still out. All right. Kirk, he wants to see you now.
Well, this ought to be interesting.
Yes, I remember you and Eden coming into my room and talking about marriage.
It was very important to her that you hear it from us.
Why did she marry you?
Why? Well, I guess because we fell in love.
I understand you were helping her run Capital Enterprises.
Yes, we're working side by side.
Yes, well, I'll have to review your performance.
I don't think you'll be disappointed, sir.
We'll see. Now I'd like to see Eden.
She isn't in the house, Mr. Capwell.
She's not home yet.
I'm not sure.
Why don't you go find her? Now, I'd like to see her.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Cruz, come in, please. Thank you, Mr. Cranston.
Yes.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Mr. C. Yeah, our prayers have been answered. Maybe now things can finally get back to normal around here.
Not quite back to normal. What's with you and Eden? Why did she marry Cranston?
That's not an easy question to answer.
That is not an answer. Why?
It's not for me to say. We had problems, and she turned to him. Listen, I need to ask you a question. When you were in the coma, someone tried to disconnect your life support system, and we haven't been able to figure out who it was. Now, I was wondering if you were aware of anything, if you were able... Mr. C, do you know who tried to kill you? Do you know who came in here that night and tried to kill you? Mr. C, did you hear me?
I heard you, Cruz.
You're going to have to discuss this sooner or later. The police are not going to let it drop.
I understand that.
And I got to tell you, I personally need to know who pulled that plug out of the wall.
Cruz, so many people wanted me dead.
Yeah, but one of them actually tried to kill you. Do you know who it was?
Cruz, if in fact there was an attempt on my life and I was in a comatose state, how would I know anything about it?
Mason has a theory that you've been aware of what's gone on around you for quite some time now.
Oh, well, Mason is always full of cracked brains schemes. I wouldn't give it too much credence.
There's also the fact that your recovery has been so remarkably fast. I'm not a doctor, but you don't look to me like a man who just came out of a coma.
Well, even my friends and enemies agree that I'm not an ordinary man. I have amazing recuperative powers.
Yeah, I'll be the first to bear witness to that. But even so.
Let us get off the subject of my health, all right? Assume there was an attempt on my life. What do you think about it? Do you have any suspects?
I can come up with a number of possibilities.
Really? Who would you think they are?
Anyone who had access to you, easy access, a friend, a member of the family most likely, conceivably one of the staff.
You mean everyone and no one, as it were?
I'd like you to think about it.
You mean who would be the likeliest one to want me dead?
Do you remember anything at all about that night?
I understand it happened about 3 months ago.
If you were able to give us any information whatsoever, I'd be very, very grateful.
What if there was someone I did suspect? But I had nothing definite to go on.
We couldn't do much without something concrete, something you saw or heard. But even your intuitions might be helpful. And I would hold them in complete confidence. I think you know me well enough to know that, Mr. C.
You're saying that if it was a member of my family that tried to kill me, you would keep it covered until we had definite proof?
Exactly. So do you remember anything?
Oh, let me think about it. Let me sort out my impressions. We wouldn't want to accuse anyone unjustly, would we?
No, sir. We certainly would.